So welcome everyone to this demonstration on namespaces. In this particular session, we are going to create multiple objects and classes, and we are going to span them across multiple files having the same namespace. So in order to get started up with this particular implementation, what we'll talk about is a journal scenario that we have discussed so far. So we are going to create a class called employee. Using that particular class employee, we are going to further extend it to create a class manager, and then we'll further extend it to create another class called director. We are then going to create a separate files for each of these classes, but over here what we'll do is we'll create a single namespace under which all these three classes would be defined. Then we can create a fourth file where we can import all these functionalities from the different namespaces that we have or the different files that we have, and then we can use all these functionalities into a single file. We'll also see how can we export multiple namespaces from a single file. So let's begin with this particular demonstration. So first we'll create a namespace and we'll name this namespace as employee management. After this particular namespace, we are going to put a curly braces. So as we stated, the syntax of creating a namespace is to use a keyword namespace, then the name of the namespace, and then a curly braces wherein you'll put all the logically related code at a same place. And then inside a curly braces, you'll place all your logically related code. So in this namespace, let's create a class. We'll create a class employee. And inside this class, what we'll do is we'll create some properties, name and designation. So we'll put name of type string and designation of type string again. Next, we are going to add a constructor to this particular class. We'll be putting a default name parameter of type string and a default parameter designation of type string. Once we have this constructor, we'll assign the values to this particular property name and designation. So we'll do this dot name equal to name and this dot designation equal to designation. So this particular class has been implemented under a namespace called employee management. What we'll do next is we'll create a new file. We'll name this file as manager. So inside manager, we want to add a new class under the same namespace. So we'll put the namespace keyword and then we'll put the name of this particular namespace. So the namespace name was employee management. We'll put some curly braces and now we'll create a class called manager over here. So what we need to do next is we need to create a class manager, and this manager class need to implement the certain features from the employee class. So what we need to do next is extends employee. So this is how you extend this particular manager class to have the feature of employee. We'll add certain properties to it. So we'll say team size of type number and team salary of type number. So we have added two new properties to this particular class manager, and we expect this particular manager to be extended from a class employee. But right now what we can see over here is we have a compile time error. So when we hover over this particular compile time error, it says we cannot find the name employee. So what we have done over here is we have used the same namespace, but we are still not able to find out this particular class employee. The employee is not available in this particular namespace because when we were creating the employee class, we didn't export this class out of this particular namespace. So once you put down a keyword export, you are now exporting this particular class employee from the namespace employee management. So what we can say is that inside this file working with namespaces, we have a certain namespace employee management, and out of that particular namespace employee management, we can export a class called employee. So now since this particular class is now exported from this particular namespace employee management, we'll be able to find this class over here in manager.ts. So let's come back to manager.ts. So we'll see now the compile time error is gone. We can also use a dot notation in order to find this employee object. So what we can do is we can refer to the namespace and we can say dot employee. So what this code is trying to represent is that we are trying to extend this particular manager from one of the class which is present in the same namespace called employee management. So to this particular class, I can add certain features. I can say get details. And this particular function will get us some detail about the team size. So we can say console.log this dot team size. So what we need to do next is, again, I want to create one more class which extends from this particular class manager. And that particular class will be belonging to some other file called director.ts. So in order to make this manager available outside this particular namespace, we have to again export this particular class out of this namespace. So we'll put down the keyword export. Now from this particular namespace, we have two classes that has been exported out from this particular logical block named as employee management. So next we are going to create another file called director.ts, and we are going to use this particular class manager inside that class director.ts. So now next let's create a file director.ts, and inside this file we'll put the same namespace again, and then we'll put some curly brackets in order to denote that this is a logical block. So in this particular namespace, I'll create a class director which extends from the class manager. So we can either write employee management dot manager, or you can also write just the manager. So it's better to put employee management dot manager. Since we are extending the feature, it will have the feature of both employees and manager. Let's add another property to this particular class. We can say manager count. This should be of type string. Let's add another property, manager salary. This will be also of type string. So now if you put down this namespace and you press dot, you'll get to know that you have two options available or two classes available inside this particular namespace, which is either employee or manager. We haven't still exported this particular class director out of this particular namespace. So let's put export. So now we are also exporting this particular class director, and let's again put this dot. So now you have three classes available: director, employee, and manager. So let's remove this line of code. We'll create another file which we'll mark as using classes. So inside this using class file, what we'll do is we'll type down the same namespace. We'll put the namespace as employee management, and inside this namespace we'll be creating objects for manager, director, as well as employee. So we can write var employee data equal to new employee. So inside this particular namespace we have employee available. So when you put down employee data, you can see you have all the properties of employees available, designation and name. Let's just put down the name property. Next we can create an object of type manager. We can use new keyword with manager to create this manager object. Again, if you look for the properties that are available with manager data, you have all the properties which are available from employee as well as manager. So again, let's put down some property team size equal to 10. So this is reporting us with the error because this team size was of type number. So let's remove this double quotes. And the third object that we'll create is a object for a director. So we can say director data equal to new director. And then again, let's assign some property to it. So director data dot name we can assign as director. So this way you have logically broken down your file into multiple files. One file contains the code for employee, the other one contains the code for manager, the third one for the director, and in the fourth file you are using all these classes and you are creating objects out of it. So next what we have to try out is, from a particular file we'll try to use ES6 module and we'll try to export two namespaces out of that particular file, and in some other file we'll try to use those namespaces. So let's create a new class and we can name this class as export multiple namespaces. So inside this particular file we'll create two namespaces. So I'll mark one of the namespace with the name namespace 1 and the other one with the name namespace 2. So I can create another namespace and I can name this as namespace 2, and we have two namespaces in this particular file. So in the namespace 1, we'll try to export certain data. So we'll create certain classes. So we'll say export class employee, which will have just one property, which is name of type string. And then inside this namespace 2, we'll export another class, which is, let's say, manager. And this manager will also export certain properties, let's say name and team. So now the two namespaces that we have, namespace 1 and namespace 2, we need to export this particular namespaces using the ES6 modules. So what we'll do next is we'll try to export these two namespaces. So in order to export these namespaces, we'll put a keyword export in front of these namespaces. So export namespace 1 and export namespace 2. So let's export some default value from this particular class. So we'll create var user data equal to, let's say, random, and we'll export this particular property as default. So we can write export default user data. So out of this particular file, we are exporting two namespaces and one default user data. Next, we'll create a file called as import namespaces. So I'll put down the name as import namespaces.ts. And inside this file, we'll just import these namespaces and use them. So I need to import namespace 1 and namespace 2. From the file name, export multiple namespaces. So over here, what we'll try to do is we'll try to create some object of type employee, which comes from namespace 1. And also we'll create an object of type manager, which comes from a namespace 2. So we'll create var employee data equal to new namespace 1 dot employee. So let's assign the name to this particular employee data dot name equal to random. And then we'll try to create an object out of the manager class that we have inside a namespace 2. So we can say manager data equal to new namespace 2 dot manager. And then again, let's add some data to this particular manager. So we are adding a property name to this particular manager. So over here, what we saw is that from a particular file, we can use both ES6 module as well as namespaces. So what we did over here is from a single file, we were able to export two different namespaces. We imported these two different namespaces in some another file, and then we are putting some objects out of those namespaces. So this way, a single file can be further divided into multiple namespaces. But again, as we stated earlier, this is not a recommended approach. If you have two different logical blocks inside the same file, it's better to create two different modules. So thanks for being a part of this particular demonstration on namespaces.